everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Well now, today I'm going for my first ride in quite a while. Regular viewers will know that the Murgatroyd and I quite recently went to buy me a car. It was all tied up with my starting a new job that's about an hour's commute from our house in a very remote place where the weather is often very bloody hostile. A number of people have suggested that this may be an indication that the once mighty Guru Yogurt is getting a little bit soft in his old age. And so, in today's little film, we're going to explore that very question. This is the burning question of the age. Is the once mighty Guru Yogurt becoming a soft-ass pussy? We will see. Let's begin with the case for the prosecution. Yes. So, the charges laid against me are that I have in my old age, and let's be clear, I'm getting on in years, become of late a little bit of a softie. Yes, I've bought a car. Ooh. Does that make me soft? Not in and of itself. But I very, very deliberately, on my first 2 days in the new kitchen, where I have taken the position of head chef, chosen to go to work in the car and left the magnificent beast sat in the garage, sulking. My reasoning for this, it was absolutely pissing down continually for 48 hours. Not only was it soaking wet, it was also very cold. It was also very windy. Now then, when you are walking into a brand new kitchen with a brand new team, the last thing that you want to do is to create a bad first impression. And this is what was fueling my thinking when I decided to go in the car. The last thing I wanted to do was to arrive in the kitchen soaking wet, making puddles all over the kitchen floor, shivering from the cold and shaking from the necessary concomitant fear and indeed abject terror that often comes with particularly challenging motorcycle rides. What I wanted to do instead was to saunter into the kitchen, all casual like, dressed in my brand new shiny white, nicely ironed new chef clothes, with my bag of knives tucked under my arm, and say, "Hello, chefs." And that is exactly what I did. Well, not quite. 3 of the kitchen team in the kitchen I'm now running are from Nepal. And so I sauntered casually into the kitchen and said, putting my 2 hands together, "Namaste, chefs." That was taken in very good spirits. Now, I'm quite well known at the pub where I'm now head chef. I was, as regular viewers will know, there before in the capacity of second chef, and there are still some people there who know me from those days. They all know that I ride motorcycles, particularly in not too decent weather. But I wanted that first impression with my new kitchen team, all of whom, by the way, are lovely, and I think this job will work out very, very nicely for me. It is also the key, as regular viewers will know, to me getting my next motorcycle, which is now looking like only being a few short months away. The plan is, of course, still to get a fairly low mileage BMW F650 GS. Having ridden one in Czech Republic for a week, that is absolutely the next motorcycle for me. The job, a means to get it. Though, having said that, I was talking previously about just getting a job, a full-time job for the winter, but that plan has now actually changed, and the Murgatroyd and I are on a 5-year plan that ends with our retirement, and a whole lot more motorcycling after that. Yes. So, does the fact that I went to my new job in the car for the first 2 days, when it was pissing down, and when it was howling a gale, and when it was freezing cold, make me a soft-ass pussy? I would argue that it does not. And so here then is the case for the defence. I am and remain a hard-ass motherfucking motorcyclist. Always have been, always will be. There will be days when the weather is brutal as we go through the winter. Winters in the Lake District can be very, very harsh. I will still be riding to work. Not every day, but more days than not. Now that I have my feet under the table in my new position, and now that I know that everything is going to be fine there, it really won't matter when I turn up in the kitchen, dripping water everywhere because I've just ridden through gallons and gallons of surface water. It's just going to be funny. The proof, I'm being tailgated. The proof of the pudding, of course, is in the eating. And time will tell. I will be keeping logs, and I'm pretty sure that by the end of the winter I will be able to clearly show that I rode to work more often than I went in the car. So there we go. That's today's little film. I hope you've enjoyed it. I don't know what's coming in the next little film, because at this point in time I still have to decide where I'm actually going today. And I just don't know. What I do know is that I have to get to a decent sized shop, because I need to get some supplies in to be cooking our dinner for when the Murgatroyd gets home. So, thank you all for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. I've certainly enjoyed making it. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.